Welcome to your weekend focus for September the 19th and 20th, 2020. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you, truly, for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Thank you for sharing me with family and friends. Thank you for subscribing. We have the 19 energy, 19 and 20. So the 19 is our light, our vibration, our energy, raising it. Raising the anticipation, the excitement, the awareness of what can possibly happen going forward in our lives if we believe, if we work towards it, if we put a focus on it, if we give it energy. And 1 plus 9 is the 10, moving into better times, and 1 plus 0 is the magician. So we want to keep those thoughts forward thinking. We want to give it some detail. We want to keep it very positive, very what we want to be present in our life right now, to make a wish to the magician, because he is listening, or they are listening. And if we are thinking in the negative and I'll never have enough money to pay these bills, your wish just might be granted. So we have to be very careful of our inner thoughts, the words we say. Numerology of the day would be a 14. That's a lot about family obligations. That, again, is putting on the brakes a little bit and thinking about where we're at and our past actions, and if they reflect exactly what we want our actions to be, or our focus to be, or our words to be, the people we are hanging out with, the environments we're putting ourselves into, if that's truly what we want, what we've been walking, and how to correct our steps going forward, or how to put in motion a way to correct that. And then we have the 20 energy on the, well, we'll finish that. 1 plus 4 is a 5. So don't forget the joy, the happiness, the celebration, the giggles, the laughter. And that comes right back in when we start to giggle, when we start to find beauty in things, when we sit back and enjoy the moment. In the moment, we raise our energy, and we're right back to the 19 energy where we started for the daily. Then we have the 20 energy. That's about decisions. That's about making decisions, but it's not really from your external world that gives you the answers to your questions, but your sage wisdom, your intuition, your gut feelings combined together will give you the answers you need on how to make those decisions so that they are strong ones, so they are right ones going forward. And if you add up the numerology of the day, it would be a 15 energy. So it is about releasing something and letting something to make way for something new, to transform, to change. Maybe a behavior, maybe a habit, maybe something within our routines, maybe within our approach towards people, or our where we need to pull back a little bit, where we need to stand up in the community, in the job, in the home, in the family, in your spiritual life, where we need to show love, where we need to take love, where we need to back away, where we need to step forward. And 1 plus 5 is a 6. So there could be a lot of back and forth struggle within relationships, I think, throughout the weekend, especially on the Sunday. Only because of that back and forth and give and take. And it's almost like, Tony Robbins says it best. He says, if you treat every day like the first day in a relationship, there will never be a last day. There never will be. Because you're remembering the reason why you're with this person in the first place, why you were attracted to them, how you became one together. So take it back to the basics. Think about why you're in the relationship. It could be a best friend. It could, it could be family too. It could be a sibling or a parent, a child. Take it back to day one. Still, if you can, take it back to day one. Sun is in Virgo. Moon, I think moves into Scorpio midway through the day on Saturday. So it was in Libra. So we start the weekend in Libra, wanting that balance, wanting that compromise. But as Saturday moves on, we're going to get curious. We want the truth. We want black or white. We want knowledge. We want to dig a little bit deeper under the surface, get to the next layer of information, of knowledge, of truth. Our primal passions can ignite quite easily. So get creative, get inventive. Stand in your truth. Let's see what the cards have to say, shall we? Seven of Pentacles. Where is your focus? Where do you need your focus to be? This is a time to realign yourself with your goals that you have set for yourself, your plan, your strategy of how you want to go forward, of what you want the end result to look like, and giving your ideas, giving your passions a focus, a direction. Look at that giant moon. And it is a new moon energy now, right? So this is a time to celebrate how far you've come, how much farther you want to go. You know, you might be in the garden, you might think that plant needs to be staked up a little bit in order for it to grow stronger and straighter and truer. Or maybe it's time to add some kind of fertilizer or mulch. We're tending the garden. We're planting the seeds. We're putting the focus on our growth, our transformations, our tomorrows. Excuse me. Six of Swords. Here we're ready to go forward. Have a little sip of water out of my rainbow cup. So the Six of Swords. It's time to go forward. It's time to take a chance on yourself. It's time to move towards new horizons. It's time to take that risk. That you have knowledge, that you have wisdom, you have intuition, and those things will help guide you on your path forward. You know, you're preparing yourself there for maybe the challenge. And needing participation from other people or support from other people could be something that we need right now, because there is somebody there with us. And we're probably going to take over paddling the boat when we tire. So it's aligning yourself with the right people and the right strategies. And Judgment. Judgment brings in rewards. Judgment brings in this this reward that you would understand, maybe nobody else would, telling you that you're on the right track, that you are going forward, that you are, you know, you're succeeding. That it's not all for naught. You're getting somewhere. Even if you don't feel it, even if it doesn't present itself in the physical form to you yet. So if you've been trying, if you feel like you've been spinning your wheels, this is a weekend where you could kind of see where, oh, I'm making a difference, or, oh, I have gained a lot of knowledge. You know, somebody asked you a question and you were able to answer it, where 6 months ago you wouldn't have been able to because of your increased knowledge, your wisdom. Telling you that you are moving forward on the path that you desire, into the transformation that you are willing in. Judgment is about closure, about what doesn't work. Leave it behind. Don't take the things that are broken forward with you. Leave the past in the past. Today is a brand new day. The Nine of Swords, we're worried, we're tense, we're thinking of all the things that can go wrong. This is where we start to really worry too much about all the small stuff. You know, don't sweat the small stuff. This is where we stay up way past our bedtime, worried about a certain thing in our life, an issue, something that happened, a problem that is in front of you and you don't know how to solve, or you feel like you're out of control, or the situation has gotten out of control, or you have no control within the situation to change anything, but you love the people that are involved, so you're worried for them. This is where we shame ourselves that we didn't do enough, we weren't smart enough, we weren't strong enough, we weren't courageous enough. We tell ourselves these things quite often. And be careful, because we have the Magician's energy this weekend, so we don't want this. So know that, you know, we all do it. We all lay in bed and we start to travel, and our brains will take us to the, you know, our youngest, most terrifying moment every time. You control that thought. It's your thought. So take it in the direction you want to take it. Create what you want to create. Start breathing in and out slowly as you create your tomorrow. And fall asleep with that in your mind. And watch your brain go to work. Watch your subconscious go to work. And the Death card. Transformation. Letting go of the old. The things that don't have value anymore in your life. That's the Virgo sun. Ask each and every one of us to let go of those things that no longer have or serve a value in our life. They weigh us down. It could be the environment. It could be certain people. It could be our own behaviors and actions. It could be how our routine is laid out, or where we spend our money or our time or our energy. Where do we spend those things? On what? Do they serve a purpose? Are they me just spinning my wheels and I think I'm actually accomplishing something? Could I delegate that out so I could put more focus and concentration in a different area of my life? One that moves me forward, one that frees up time or energy, or maybe even resources. Let's get a mantra for the weekend, shall we? Okay, we have Epiphany. Seek clarity. Seek clarity. And the Scorpio moon, we are seeking clarity, let me tell you. So what a beautiful energy this is to come into our lives this weekend. The epiphany happens. The aha moment. So get in your head a little bit. Have a conversation with yourself. Brainstorm with other people. Seek clarity. Seek understanding. So ask questions. Ask, you know, be that 5-year-old to the world for a day. And say, you know, when they give you an answer, say, why? 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 Until you have that clarity, until you have that understanding. The Scorpio energy and that primal energy within you will lead you to the right answers if you're asking the right questions or you're asking the right people questions. So it's a beautiful day to brainstorm or pick somebody's brain of somebody that's already walked the steps that you want to walk. You know, I always say if you are looking to get married for the very first time in your life, to go to a senior's home, or right now you probably can't, but to get in contact with a senior that had like 50 years of marriage and talk to them about what it took so that you know what you're signing up for. The sacrifices, but also the happinesses and the joys, the celebrations, the memories, the frustrations, the growing pains, the conflicts. Seek clarity, seek understanding. I'm going to take another sip of water. It must be really dry in here tonight. Oh, look at that. The book opened right up to Epiphany. To experience an epiphany is to have a sudden realization or spiritual flash that will change the way you view yourself and or others around you. You will get to see the situation more clearly, as if someone just switched on the light. With this clarity, you can see truth. You will also gain a sense of control within yourself and make a positive decision or decisions that will bring about happy and joyful outcomes. And your mantra is, yeah, baby, I can see clearly now. So I added the baby, but yeah, with an exclamation mark. I can see clearly now. So invite it in. I can see clearly now, and watch the clarity start to come, because your brain hears that. It's kind of like, oh, I got to get the clarity. I got to get the understanding. She's waiting for an answer. What do I do? Okay. The changing of the seasons. Here it just went from, like, it seems like it was, creeping up to 100, and now it's creeping down to, oh my gosh, is it going to snow? It's not that cold, but it feels that cold because it was that much of a drastic drop, right? So but I'm still wearing my sandals because I'm waiting for that nice weather to come right back. Look at this. We got freedom with the horse. So, I'm inviting in the sunshine still. I'm not giving up yet. So if enough of us do that, would it work? Could we do it? Well, it'd be fun to try. Freedom, transformation, free spirit, move, and courage. The secret of happiness is freedom. The secret of freedom is courage. Horse has a powerful message to share with you in regards to your time of transformation and newfound freedoms. Sometimes it's easier just to sit in your fuzzy PJs and hope that life will change, and yet to continue allowing yourself to be shackled away from your true spirit and your soul. However, Horse tells you it's time to dream big. It may be time to make changes within your current relationships, whether romantic or platonic, or it could be that you feel stifled by your current career choices. Freedom doesn't mean you have to give up your entire life, but instead, allow yourself to disconnect from the anchors tied around you. It takes courage, but the end result is a positive one. Spend some time in nature, take in the feeling of the wind in your hair, breathe in nature's goodness, and just be. Just a few moments of solitude each day can allow your soul to reboot and clear itself from life's toxicities, freeing it in order to see the proper path. Horse could also mean that it's time for you to move house locations into the country. So maybe some of you are moving, but definitely get out in the sunshine, in the fresh air, if that's available where you are, if it's allowed. And feel the life force around you. Feel the energy. Go for a brisk walk. Raise your energy. Raise your light. Feel that anticipation bubbling up inside of you. Start brainstorming with yourself, with other people this weekend. Start growing that dream a little bit bigger and see what you come up with. Who knows? Maybe even though it wasn't in any of the numerology or any of the planet, the impossible starts to become possible. It all starts, everything starts with a thought. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.